What a cold morning that is. But the air is so fresh. Fantastic. We got -7 degrees here. How's the weather where you live? It's a good temperature for November. So, after having a coffee in the morning and feeding my dogs and currently feeding my whelps, as you have seen, I wanted to talk about I was inspired by a conversation I had with one of you in my comment section, and I had the idea to talk about something else already yesterday, and because I noticed something, and I think you do too. There's something pretty annoying, and something that more and more people seem to notice, and it's something I wanted to address. We're on a Nikon ZF today with the Zeiss Betis adapted with the infamous Ajax adapter, and I wanted to talk about how good this functions, and in that moment the recording stopped because apparently the lens lost contact to the camera body. Will be fun. Okay, but what I wanted to address is, first, that's on my dog, but I'm also a certified dog trainer. That's just a little side note, but people buy things, right? They buy things. And how often have you seen a video of like I don't know, a Nikon Z6 III, this will change everything. This will change the camera game. The Canon R5, the Canon R6, whatever. This will change the camera game in 2025. Oh, I hate it. I hate it so much. As I said, it's all a big commercial, right? Nothing more than a big commercial. And the people think that they need these things, then this will change the camera industry forever, won't it? No? And then, short time after that, the same person, the same creator makes a video why I sold my Canon R6 for the new blah blah blah. Or why the Canon R6 sucks. It stresses out, doesn't it? You have a camera, you bought it because some YouTube guy told you so, and then the same guy, so to say, he betrays his own words, he betrays his own choice, so that he can make another video chilling out some cameras that you should buy. This stresses out, right? It's so fast. And it's so cold here, and this setup is too heavy. I could not vlog with that. It's a nebula stand with a Nikon ZF and a Zeiss Betis 25. It's way too heavy. No. You know what I'm talking about, right? You know it. Look up a video. Doesn't matter what it is about. And mostly it's camera stuff. Not the lenses. It's more the bodies. Yeah? Wow, the new Sony, I don't know, A7 III will change the camera game forever. This will change everything. Why I sold the Sony A7 III for the Nikon Z6 and why you should too. My God, my God. It's just a big sellout show. Right? I got a lot of cameras, yes, but I still got them. I don't buy the Nikon ZF to use it, to rant it, to rant about it, to list all its flaws and then sell it. Say, wow, I bought the Nikon ZF because it's so retro. And then I make a video, I sold the Nikon ZF because it was too retro. I sold it for that. And I cannot... And I do not understand why people watch this. I do not understand why they are trapped. Like, it's not their fault, of course not, but I do not get it. It's so obvious. You would never do that, right? You wouldn't. If you buy something, let's say you are inspired by someone on YouTube to buy a specific camera. So because this person, this channel, made a good commercial for this camera, you buy it and you have it and you use it, and then you watch this camera channel still. And then all of a sudden, he or she, mostly he, got a new one and says, well, why I sold the camera I chilled out to you a month before for this camera I will chill out to you now, and why you should buy this camera now. It's still good in 2025. These videos, do not even get me started. These videos are such a clickbaity bullshit. It's such a bullshit. This camera, the Nikon ZF, is from 2023, I think. Imagine making a video about this camera being still good in 2025. What the hell? It's 2 years. Still good, still a valuable option. Is this still an option in 2025? An option? What does it mean, option? What is an option? And because of course I know. And this is not something that I want to talk down. That people earn money with that, but they are all just part of a commercial. It's not because they're for the solely purpose of being entertaining. No, it really is to chill out the products, and it's not for your good. It's not like, oh yeah, well, the creator tested it, and so I know what I need. No, they test things that no one needs. 90% of the people won't need all these things. Oh, this lens has the corner-to-corner sharpness is a little bit better on the $600 Tamron than on the $1,000 Sony. And here you get 0.02% more corner sharpness, and you should think, even if you're a photographer, then you should realize that you need... No, you do not need all this shit. It's so unimportant. Do you want to take pictures or not? Or do you want to watch videos all day about a camera that might help you to maybe take pictures someday? No, just grab a camera, take pictures. Of course, and I'm not saying you should get the least good and cheapest stuff, no, but all the time there's something new out all the time, and you cannot just sell. You say, oh, why didn't you switch to this, and why didn't you switch to that when that came out? Of course I switch. Yeah, I sell everything I got from Nikon or Sony to get rid of it, to lose money, a lot of money. Lowball offers, and I have to deal with people. I have to deal with people all the time. I cannot do that. And then I switch to, let's say, Canon, because better color science, better this, better autofocus, okay? And then Sony gets a new camera out. Why don't you switch to Sony? Sell all your Canon stuff and lose money and switch to Sony. It's, what the hell is that? No. This cannot go on like that. That's better. And I got a pretty interesting comment, and I want to talk about that. The person said that that he watched my video in 720p and it still looked fine, while he is shooting in 6K RAW or something like that. Don't quote me. And another one said that it might be due to the feeling that we get when we pay for something, that we want to use it. If you pay for something, you pay attention to it, and then you want to use it as well. So if you buy a camera that is capable of shooting 6K, then you do it because you paid for the specs, you have the feeling you do. That was a good comment, and there's an argument there. And to look at that, the camera manufacturers, what are they building the cameras for? For who? For who are these cameras? For who? I mean, you get a camera and you can shoot 4K video if you want to make a good travel video, or you want to film your family and you need 4K. I personally don't. I shoot everything in full HD. Because maybe it is, but maybe it's just because I was used to it when I was younger. I was shooting film. Cameras that still used film. And there was no such thing as full HD or whatever not. Well, I don't want to be too nostalgic right now, but when you use full HD, it's more enough. And of course you can shoot your family or your dogs or whatever in 4K, and if you need it, you need it. Or do you need it? It was just indoctrinated into you that you need it, like so many other things that you do not need. But even though, then they built like, I don't know, a million cameras of that brand, a million cameras of this brand, and so on. And they all shoot 12K or 6K raw video. For who? Who is going to buy that? And why? Why a camera that is a hybrid camera that you buy to take with you, to take photos or what, and then you shoot 6K raw? So I shoot at birthdays and I shoot my family or my kids growing up. And then I shoot 6K RAW. No, that's all bullshit because they do not know what else to get into these cameras so that you still buy them. And that's all right. Yeah, and the people that are chilling them to you, they get money because the manufacturers know. If they would produce a camera like the Nikon ZF, for example, why should you need the Nikon Z6 III if you have the Nikon ZF? You don't, no? All right. But they want you to buy the next one. And so they have to create a bubble of people that tell you, look at my vlog, it's 6K RAW. And the new Panasonic S1 II can do 6K RAW. And look at my cinematic vlog, look at my this and my that. You know what I want to tell you. All right. It is not just a rant. I was a victim to that myself. I saw something and I compared this to that. Not right now, but a few years back. And this is a little bit better there. And oh, how do I decide? And this. And then you get up in price all the time. Instead of just buying, let's say you want to have the Nikon system. All right, that's understandable. I like the Nikon, even the Z system I like. Why don't you get the Z6? And that's it. Because it cannot do 4K 120, it cannot do this and that. All right, but do you need it? And people do not decide anymore what they need. They decide what other people tell them what they need, right? What they might need. If you would really decide what you personally need, you, in your world, in the world that you created, in your reality, then this is enough. But you think, ah, well, but there is already the Z6 III and I'm buying the Z6 in 2025. You feel behind, you know. And this is what they use. They use that, right? 2 or 3 months ago, I got a comment. Try this lens out with a ZR. I looked at the ZR and I said, yes, of course I will. I will spend 2,500 euros for a camera that I do not need since I got the ZF. To compare it with the 40mm lens, just on another... I don't know what is wrong. What is wrong with these people? Of course I won't. Why don't I compare this camera, the ZF, yeah, to the Hasselblad? Yeah? Why don't? Yeah, for a video. This, you know what I mean. So it all fulfills a purpose, right? And you need the camera for your purpose, right? If you want to shoot chameleons, then you might need a macro lens. Yeah? If you want to shoot some birds, you know. We all got things that we don't really need. Yes, of course we do. Because a commercial told us to. I'm not a victim of commercials. I'm a victim, and that's the problem. I cut everything out of my life that is not real, right? Every person, old friends and so on, everyone from who I thought was not real, I cut off my life because I want a real person. I want a real human being. I want a real being to communicate with, to interact with. And this is why I watch YouTube. Back then, YouTube was about the real character. People, well, they did not tend to put on a role for their videos, right? They were just who they were. And that was what made the channels successful. I want to relate to something. I want to relate to someone. And if someone I can relate to that does the same things tells me that this camera is good, then I tend to at least look at it and say, oh, well, yes, I could use that, or that would solve a problem. But most of the time, these things create more problems than they solve. And then it is a useless product. It's like a vending machine. The vending machine is not a useful product. It's a scam. Or these coffee makers where you have to buy the capsules, right? That's a scam, of course. Or the water sparkler here. I don't know how they are called, but this is a scam too. They do not solve a problem. They create a problem of their self, of its own, right? The coffee machine with the capsules, it creates a problem because you have to buy the capsules now and you paid even for the coffee machine. Oh well, it's cheap, just $50 and I got a new coffee machine, look how shiny it is. Yes, you could not produce this for $50, but they know you will buy the capsules, right? So this is a problem that is created and then solved, like Spotify. Spotify doesn't solve a problem. With Spotify you do not buy streaming, you buy, well, the convenience of not having to listen to commercials all the time. All the time. This is why YouTube is so... it's all a an avalanche of shit commercials all the time. You cannot watch anything on YouTube anymore without all these shitty commercials, because they want you to buy YouTube Premium without commercials. So it's all commercials. It's all a sellout. So if it doesn't solve the problem, it's not a product that is useful, right? I only watch creators that I think are relatable and are real. That's why I despise AI in every aspect. Yeah? And if we get back to being real, if we get back to the things that we really need, there will be no problem. We will all calm down, our brain will relax, we will all relax, we are less stressed, because we do not have or feel the urge that is implemented into us by people, by all these Shilltubers, that we have to buy the latest camera and we miss out on something. I sold this for that. They buy and then they say the Nikon, let's say the Canon R5 is the best camera ever made and it will change the camera industry. Then they sell it for the Nikon Z6 II. Then they say, no, I sold this one for that, and now this is the Z6 III and this is the best camera ever made. And it's tiresome. That you reckon something, right? You do. Alright, with this being said, get the new. You have to buy this in 2025. It's still a viable option in 2025. Oh, you have to buy this. This will change the camera industry forever. Like and subscribe. Stay tuned if you want. One love, and see you in the next one.